Disclaimer, let me just say this. I don't know what it is about people knowing how to do the work, but they don't want to do it. They know how to do it, but honestly, I don't know if they don't care to have the money anymore. When they get to a certain point in status, they don't really want to do the work. But yeah, I really have a problem with that.
No, she's been here before. That's a suitcase by the window.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Sanaya Layla, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So, as you can see in the title down below, okay, this is a story time on how me and my photographer fell out on my birthday and for my birthday. Okay, this is the truth, nothing but the truth, and this actually just happened not too long ago. So let's get started in the story time. All right, so guys, I guess I'm gonna start from the beginning. Okay, this was actually this year, okay, 2024, yes, to be exact, for my 21st birthday. And I had decided to have a photo shoot. Every milestone for my birthday, I like to do a photo shoot, whether that's 18, 21, when I turn 25, I'm gonna do a milestone, photo shoot again. But this year I turned 21 and I decided to take my 21st birthday photo shoot pictures. And I live in a new state. You guys already know this. So I decided to fly out to the Detroit, to go with the photographer I had went with when I turned 16. So I already had went to this particular photographer when I was 16, and I had a good experience. It was pretty good. I liked how my pictures came out. It was a few things that I wanted, for the pictures, but it's fine, I decided to go again. So he was good. So this person was good enough. So yes. So I had flew out to the D, and prior to that, I was looking at other photographers, but I just, something in my heart, I'm just like, I'm gonna just go to this photographer. I've been to this photographer before. Why not go again, and let's see, how it goes. And also, this photographer had kind of got really better the last time I went to this photographer. So I'm gonna tell y'all, it was just a whole journey. It was a whole journey even taking these pictures. Okay, that whole day, I wish I could have vlogged it to show you guys everything. When I gave that vlog about what I did on my actual birthday, it didn't compare to leading up to it. Okay, and bringing out the pictures for my birthday. But that whole day where I took my pictures, the day I took my pictures, that whole day, it was so stressful, you guys. It was so stressful. I cannot like tell you guys the amount of stress and anxiety I had that day, because that whole day, I always told myself for my birthday, ever since hairstylist and I got stood up on my birthday already, years ago, I decided and told myself that for my birthday I would do stuff in advance, and I did. So for these pictures, my birthday is on the 27th of November. I took these pictures like the 16th of November. So I planned everything ahead, but I did have to get my hair done, which that's another story time that I will be telling you guys, because it's a lot. But that whole day I had my hair appointment, my makeup appointment, and then my photo shoot. Okay, my photo shoot. Y'all, I was speeding. Okay, this is so bad, but I was speeding that whole day to get to my appointments. Each appointment I had planned and booked at a certain time for me to meet the requirements of the time frame of each appointment. So 10 a.m. I believe I marked my hair appointment. 2 p.m. I marked for my makeup, and then my photo shoot was at what I think it was at 5. Yeah, 5 p.m. So y'all, okay, it was a whole lot with the hair. Okay, we're not going to talk about that because that's a whole nother video. I went to my makeup appointment. Love her. Love my makeup artist. So you guys, the hairstylist I went to, she went a little overboard, like with the time, and her time management wasn't accurate. So I went into my photo shoot time. And y'all, when I tell y'all I missed basically, you could say basically the whole photo shoot time that I booked, because I paid for an hour. I paid money. Okay, I paid a good amount of money for an hour, and I didn't even come in that hour. But thankfully I called the photographer, and the photographer like, it's fine. I have 30 minutes, a 30-minute time frame, just in case if the person is late, and you can still come and take your pictures, right? I'm like, okay, thank God. All right, which was my fault. I'll take accountability for that part of not coming on time. But regardless of anything, the photographer still got paid, okay? And I met my time within the 30 minutes. I almost didn't, but you guys, I came to the appointment even though everything was going wrong. When I tell y'all everything was going wrong, I mean the balloons. I bought balloons because first off, the photographer, it was $50. When I called, they said it was $50 to get number balloons. So I'm like, okay, $50, I'm not paying that. So I'll buy the balloons online and then just have them blown up and then just bring them to my photo shoot. So I ended up doing that. And well, actually I didn't do that. I didn't get to have my 21st birthday balloons that I bought. That was a waste of money because I ended up not using it. Because I had my cousin, and he went to every dollar store around us. They were out of helium. Went to the dollar store near the photographer, out of helium. I'm like, okay, this is crazy. Literally by us, they're like, oh, we don't blow up balloons. How does the dollar store not do that? Anyways, I'm like, just forget the balloons. It's fine. I got my dress. And mind y'all, I had to go all the way back to the house and get my dress, because at my hairstylist, like at the hairstylist that I went to, I didn't have my outfit. So she went a little over the time. And so, I had to go all the way back to the house. So that took up time. But you guys know, I still made it to the photo shoot. Thank God. I only had 15 minutes. Okay, y'all, I only had 15 minutes. I took them pictures real cute. As soon as I got in, looked in the mirror, I'm like, cool. Took the pictures, cool. Okay, I'm like, cool. The photographer took as many as, they could. But after that, the next person came in who was after me to take their photos. So I'm like, okay, it's time to go. Which the photographer showed me a couple of pictures on the computer, and I liked them. I liked the unedited pictures. So let's move on. Let's get really into this story and why I'm doing this story time, and why this is kind of a horror story of a story time. And I don't know what it is. Disclaimer, let me just say this. I don't know what it is about people knowing how to do the work, but they don't want to do it. They know how to do it, but honestly, I don't know if they don't care to have the money anymore. When they get to a certain point in status, they don't really want to do the work. But yeah, I really have a problem with that. So that's story time. So guys, after that, took my photos. Okay, I was thanking God that I was honestly done with that day and done with everything that came with that day. So I get in the car, I go home, that day is over with, cool. So my trip to Detroit, my trip to Michigan, I only had for a week. So I took my pictures like 2 days before I had to leave. So we're going to skip on, had a nice time after that in Michigan and, whatever. So I end up going, I end up coming back to where I'm at, end up going home. And if you look on the package of the photographer, they have a booking link. And I always read everyone booking links because, people always come to you about their booking links and what you need to know and what not to know. So I like to read that, okay? So I like to read that. So if you come back on me sensitive, I'm going to tell you about what you said. So On the booking link, when I booked the birthday package, as you would call it, the birthday package, it stated that your edited pictures, you get a couple of free edited pictures with, the package you already paid. And if you want, more edited pictures, one picture is a certain amount, and, whatever, it keeps adding on. And also that the edited pictures would take 5 days, the max. 5 days, yeah, that's it. It's 5 days the max where you'll receive your edited photos. So I'm like, okay, that's fine, because I'm days ahead, and I did these photos way ahead of time before my birthday, so I can for sure get my photos before my birthday. So I already know I'm good with that. That was my mindset. Keep that in mind, y'all. So, y'all, I would say let's just skip on to around my birthday. Let's skip on to my birthday is the 27th. I took my photos the 16th. Okay, let's skip on to the 25th. Okay, the 25th. I waited till the 25th because that was the max day that I was supposed to receive my edited photos. Okay, I gave this photographer time. I said, okay, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to give it 5 days the max. This is way over 5 days. Not too much, but this is over 5 days. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give it to the 25th as long as I have my photos the day before my birthday. Because if anybody know, I don't know about anybody else, but me, if I'm taking professional photos, I would like to receive them the day before. So the day of, I can release my photos. And I usually like to post my photos on Instagram or whatever platform that is, in the morning, where when everybody first wake up, they can see my photos. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give this photographer till the 25th. And I did just that. So I gave the photographer to the 25th, still nothing. So I'm like, okay, let me, contact the photographer and see what's going on. Let's see if the photos are done. I'm like, hey, just checking in. My birthday is blase, the 27th. Just checking in to see if the photos are ready. I know you said 5 days, this and that. So one thing I noticed with this photographer, it takes so long for this photographer to get a message back, right? Red flag number one. So I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I already know, and I don't blame this photographer for that, because I know most of the time you're most likely working, which I figured. So I'm like, okay, days going by. Text the photographer. I was wondering if I can receive my photos the 25th, if it's possible. The photographer said, okay, yeah. Like I said, it took a long time to text her back, but yes, you can. Blase, I'll get it by the 25th. Then that's when the 25th came, and I still didn't receive my pictures. So let's skip on. Eventually, I did receive my pictures, y'all. I did receive my pictures, but it took after keep asking the photographer, okay, what's going on? What, I had to basically remind the photographer, hey, I'm gonna need it before then. Okay. So you guys, I'm texting the photographer. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. So it didn't take the photographer till the day before photos, when I specifically asked the photographer, can I receive my pictures by the 25th? Okay, by the 25th. You took these pictures the 16th. I should have been one of the first ones, okay? The photographer gave me my pictures, and I got those pictures back. Y'all, I did not like it. Okay, mind you, the photographer sends you unedited pictures without it being edited. So I really can give props to the photographer on the pictures that the photographer took, but that was the unedited. And I'm like, okay, I really like the unedited. It doesn't need too much done to it. Okay, I was under the impression that the photographer didn't have to do a lot. The photographer was good. This didn't have to be a whole big thing. No, you can literally edit them. The unedited pictures wouldn't take long at all. So I get my edited pictures back, y'all. Couple hours before my birthday, I get it back. I'm like, I don't, I didn't like it. I'm be honest. I look like an AI. I look like an AI, and my unedited pictures were already nice. You didn't have to do anything to it, really. You know what I mean? I already had my makeup done, already looked good. So it's like the only thing I really wanted was my skin polished. And also one of the pictures, he took my underarm away. Like, one of my pictures, I get it, like, if you felt like it needed a little bit lighting, under it, you could have did that, but he literally took it away where it made it look disformed. So I'm just like, what's going on? What's going on? And I'll even, insert pictures so you guys can know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm like, okay, this is something. So I'm like, you know what? It's no problem. Usually I would just not say anything, because last time on my pictures before, it wasn't totally what I wanted, but I didn't say anything. So I'm like, okay, no, this time, this is my 21st birthday, I'm gonna say something. So I let the photographer know, and I messaged the photographer. I'm like, hey, this is what I want. If you can come down on the edited on the, I don't want no, edits on my face. I'm like, you can leave my face alone, and also I would like my, underarm back. So I text him and I text the photographer and I said, if you can edit it down like 90%, keep the polish, keep everything else. Just give back my underarm and nothing on the face. You can keep the face the way it is. So no text back. It's ours. No text back. I'm like, okay, my birthday's tomorrow. I don't got time for this. Okay, no text back. I called this photographer. I'm like, hey. The photographer answered the phone. I'm like, hey, I don't know if you saw my message. I'm quite sure. The photographer's like, yeah, I'm working, but I'll definitely, edit and, get back to what you want. You're like, no problem. When I get home, I'm like, okay, fine, cool. We're good. Okay. So I'm waiting. I'm like, okay, it's ours. Okay. This is ours. So I'm like, okay, on my birthday tomorrow, I need my pictures. So, the photographer sends me the pictures, the new edit pictures after hours later, okay? Which is no problem, you're working, I understand that. Y'all, these pictures look like my unedited pictures. It literally looked like the photographer undid everything and sent me back what I began with. And that was the unedited pictures. And y'all, I promise y'all I wouldn't have known that if it wasn't for, in one of my pictures, I looked at every picture that I had in them edited pictures, every picture, and there was something on the on my arm, or it was something near my arm, something where I noticed, I'm like, oh, you just undid everything. You just sent me unedited pictures. So what am I paying for? Mind y'all, what I did not tell y'all is I paid $60 extra on top of what I already paid. So that made the whole price even more. I'm not talking about the photographer taking pictures, because that's my fault for being late, but I'm solely talking about the problem with me getting my pictures and me getting my pictures on time and how I wanted them. And so I'm like, okay, so you just didn't want to do your job. You just didn't. What did I pay? I paid you, and I'm not talking about what I paid this photographer for taking the pictures, but what was the point of me paying you for the edited pictures if you didn't even do what I wanted? So I text the photographer again. I'm like, it looks like, everything was just undid. If you can just, it's real simple. It's real quick. It's so quick. I'm not asking for a lot. And in my head, I'm just thinking, my pictures, I promise y'all, the unedited pictures was so easy. It wasn't a lot you had to do. I promise you. The photographer is making it more than what it had to be. So no text back at all. No text back. And towards the end of the call, it gave attitude a little bit. So I'm like, it gives you don't really want to do it. It gives you've been working all day. You don't feel like doing it. And you don't want to edit my pictures. But what did I really pay you for? Why did I really pay you the edited photos if you weren't going to give me the work that I paid for? Y'all, can y'all believe the photographer never ended up texting back? And it gave I'm guessing the photographer was kind of mad that, I was telling her how I wanted my photos, but that's as a photographer, as a business, as anyone who's servicing the people, if someone doesn't like something and you're doing their, photos, or you're doing their hair, or you're doing their makeup, or you're doing whatever you're doing, whatever service that is, they're paying you for that. So I didn't already pay you. All that attitude and all that stuff, you can, honestly, if it was me, I have an attitude, yes, but I'm going to still do the job. You get what I'm saying? Like, you still have a job to do. I gave you the money. So where are my, edited pictures? Y'all, I had to edit the pictures myself. Yes. I sat up hours before my birthday. I stayed up to the morning. Yeah. Editing my pictures because this photographer didn't want to do the full job. And I was just so disappointed because this photographer I went to when I was 16, and the thing with me is I when I find good people, I like to keep them, and I like to, tip good and really treat you good. So I was so upset. I'm like, wow, like, you know, I've been ran into some people who really did me bold with hair. I had somebody stand me up on my birthday, okay, with hair. And I didn't even do nothing my whole birthday because I was trying to find somebody to do my hair. I didn't have somebody, who I didn't finally found a good makeup artist, and I've been going to my makeup artist for years. So, tea on that. But now I have to find somebody new who to take my pictures, like a photographer, which is fine because I'm in a whole different state. So it's no need to have a photographer in Michigan anymore anyways. But it's just the principle. And it just really upsetted me because I paid for this, work to be done, and it wasn't fully done, and I didn't have a good experience. Also, I did text this photographer basically requesting my money back for the edited pictures that I paid for that I never received. Basically said, this was the response: I'm sorry, since we spent time doing the edited photos already, I cannot do that, but I can give you the edited photos that you want, the next day, that morning. That morning, he was supposed to give me my edited photos for my birthday. Never did. Never fell up on it. So, didn't even do a fully good job. Didn't even do the full job. So, I had to edit my own photos. And when I posted my photos, that's the work I did. The only thing I can give the props to of the photographer is that the photographer did a great job with taking, my photos when I first got there, unedited. And thank God for it not having to do, I didn't have to do a lot. Literally, only why it took me a couple hours to edit my photos because I had to find an app, which was Adobe, and I had to find how to polish skin and stuff, and make my underarm look right. But I'm going to literally give y'all a picture, side-by-side picture of the work that the photographer did and the work that I had to spend time doing for my pictures. But y'all, I done ran into some people who really don't want to do their job. And I just feel like that's so unfortunate because I was telling many people, even my auntie, she needed headshots. I'm like, yeah, go to this photographer. Yeah. So you just never know what word of mouth can do, and you never know who, you're doing work for. So you really want to be careful on when you're doing work for people and how you treat people. How you treat people is so essential for life, and just treat people good. Even if you're upsizing, even if you're doing better than what you were doing before, don't forget the people and don't forget the work that you did before and are continuing to do. So if I can leave this for anyone, whether you're a photographer, a hairstylist, a makeup artist, whatever you do and you dealing with people or customers, or you're dealing with anyone who you're dealing with giving services to people, be kind to them, okay? Do your job. If you don't feel like doing your job, if you're getting paid and you don't feel like doing it and it's just not in your passion anymore, leave it, okay? Because nobody got time to be paying money and you're not doing your job fully, and I'm not getting the service that I paid for. I'm tired of dealing with this. I really am. Because I have another story time for you guys. But I just, wish that photographer nothing but the best. I won't be back, but I wish that photographer nothing but the best. And I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I know this was a lengthful story time and video for you guys, but I really hope you enjoyed it, okay? This is the pure, truth of how it really is out here, because I don't know if it's just like that. I wouldn't even say, because Detroit is my city. That's where I'm from, my hometown. But some of these people, not even in Detroit, it may be Texas, all these in different states. I don't know. But I know I'm not the only one who deal with this. So I hear this on social media too. So that's another reason why I wanted to make a story time, because I know I'm not the only one dealing with this. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I love you guys. God bless you. And be ready for the next video that will come out soon. It's another story time about, you know, I'm not going to tell you yet, but it will be another story time coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you. Bye.